This is why this society doesn't have any patience. We don't have any respect. It's all goes in like if you don't have patience, then more likely you're going to be reactive. Being reactive, you're making assumptions. You don't even know what somebody done said or was trying to say, but you're just reacting to it. And now respect gets crossed, and it's a ripple effect.
Let's go.
It's going to be a topic about the importance of unplugging from your everyday, whatever you want to call it, your grind. Unplugging from media and just being right within yourself and not letting worldly things mess with your spirit. So let's look at this video from. He's a popular streamer by the name of Jidion. Let's see what he has to say.
Right now, I'm going to hell. If you guys were to die right now, would you go to heaven or would you go to hell? I had to be honest with myself. I had to look into myself, and I was like, the way I'm living right now, if God was to take my breath away right now, I'm going to hell. I couldn't even lie about it, chat. You feel me? And you know what's crazy, chat? I be letting so many worldly things dictate how my day's gonna go. You feel me? You got people out here that are battling cancer, having horrible, being victims of horrible crimes and all kinds of stuff, right? And they still have the ability to put a smile on their face and be genuinely happy. I get a strike on my channel and I'm not able to post for a week. I'm over here in the slumps. You would have thought my dog died, chat, the way I was around here acting when I was gone for that week, bro. Just pouting, being moody, being rude to people. The only reason why I was acting like that is because I'm letting worldly things dictate how my spirit is. And the Bible talks about it all the time. You can't be moved by the world. You have to hate the world. Chat, it's crazy. Jesus is telling me that I have to hate the world, but the world loves me. You feel me? And that's like a honest predicament that I thought I was in. But really, it's an easy solution, bro. If I'm gonna follow the spirit, I'm not gonna have a problem putting away worldly things. And I just had to look at myself, chat, and I had to just think, if I do follow Jesus, if I do follow his word to tooth and nail of what it is, front to back, then I'm not gonna be Jidion anymore. I'm not gonna be popping. I'm not gonna be on your guys' For You pages with edits. I'm not gonna be having the ASAP Rockies and the Mark Wahlbergs hit me up. I'm not gonna be having the NBA ask me to do stuff for the longest, chat. I've been pushing this off for the last year and a half, 2 years. But I was like, I'm not ready yet. I don't want to do it yet. I don't want to do it yet. I don't want to do it yet. But after that lady got done talking to me, it was like, if I were to die right now, with me chopping it up with ASAP Rocky, with me chopping it up with Mark Wahlberg or Mark Cuban, or going to the Simon charity match, would any of that really matter, chat? No, it really wouldn't. Jesus tells us in the Bible, it's easier for a needle to go through a camel than for a rich man to go to heaven. And chat, man, thanks.
All right, so let me start off this conversation. This topic came to my mind right from personal experience. As well, the mob might not know, but now that I've been more involved with the podcast and whatnot, the little tasks I've been given every day. If I'm honest, be getting to me, man. And then I thought about G and everything he does, and he does a lot more than I do. And I'm like, damn, if I'm feeling like this, I'm in a season where I'm trying to get away from the phone and media and whatnot, but then I'm trying to be purposeful and contributing to the creation of this content. it's like, damn, it's kind of like a catch-22, like can't get away from it. But already early, I'm feeling the effects of like, yo, I gotta be on my phone, I gotta be doing this, I gotta be, on it, or I'm not productive today if I don't do it. And then I also thought about, and G said it himself. He was also been feeling it for a couple of years, and we know, he does a lot for the podcast. He probably does the most out of all of us. I'm not go. Let's just recognize that and give him his flowers for that.
Right.
But what what do y'all do to unplug from your daily grind or your daily life? What do y'all do to unplug?
I mean, I'll go ahead and start it off because
Paul the king of unplugging. He be unplugging.
Paul in the mountains, bro.
yeah,
That nigga in the
you know,
mountains.
and this the funny part. I was just talking about this morning. You know what I'm saying? Before we even had our calls and all of that stuff, man, I was just talking about this morning. And it's crazy. You brought that video up with him and just him talking about the unplugging and about, what other people going through. And I talked about comparison and how a lot of times people view comparison as a bad thing. When, I mean, if it's a bad thing for you, then you need to do what serves you to make you happier. But for me, comparison for me is like, yo, like, make me more grateful for what I have instead of putting myself down, or you know what I'm saying, or it's motivation for me to compare. I don't let it be the thief of my joy or happiness, but what I use it for is either motivation or gratitude. And I'm gonna say this, man. It's a young dude, man. I came across his page. It was probably yesterday, I think I came across his page, and the young brother, man, shout out to him, God rest his soul. He put a video up. He had one leg and cut off, and this go back to our health, man. Do stuff on the front end as best as you can, so you don't end up in worse health situations. I didn't get a chance to do the research on what happened to him, but the young man, one leg missing. I think he had a prosthetic on the other leg, and his kidneys and stuff was failing. And I know he couldn't have been over 40. He probably was like our age, in his 30s, late 20s, something like that. And he went on Instagram and he said, "Yo, like, I just came to let y'all know," because I guess he's been updating people on his journey, his health journey, trying to get back right and stuff. But his main message was motivation and positivity. And he looked right in the camera and said, "Y'all, they not gonna give me no more medication. They put in me hospice. I probably got 14 days. I'm about to die." That's what he looked in the camera and told people. And you know what? But he said, "You know what? I'm gonna enjoy these last couple of days." Like, it give me goosebumps just thinking about it, man. For real. He like, "Man, I'm gonna enjoy my last couple of days. I'm gonna still keep motivated. I'm gonna keep a smile on my face. I'm gonna make the best out of this time, because as long as I got air in my lungs,
Shine. Get your shine on.
Get your shine on, shout it.
Yeah. So, hey, I put this on. I put it on everywhere. Booty cheeks, kneecaps, underarms. I got the vanilla right here. Usually, hey, I got the lavender one. It helped me sleep good. 'Cause I be sleeping like this, and I can smell it off my hands. I'm trying to tell you, feeling good. Y'all better rock with this.
Right.
It's that vanilla. Yeah.
Listen, man, we ain't being ashy no more. Hygiene.
Yeah.
Hygiene is important. You need to get your shine. It's hydrating. It's light. It lasts all day. You don't got to use a lot, and it's good from face to foot.
Historically, I don't really use lotion or nothing like that, because I'm like in a hybrid, light skin, in between dark skin motherfuckers. Coming back from vacation, I'm a little sunburnt, so I needed something to get my skin back right, because I'm feeling like a reptile right now. So I'm gonna get this baby going on when I get home.
oh, and look, you got to shine on, everybody.
Shine.
Hey, look, I got like 4 cases. I got a bunch of cases. And I got the big jar too. That's old school. Y'all don't even know about that. He don't even got those no more. But look, I'm telling y'all, this shine is amazing. Help with eczema, clear your skin up, all of that great stuff. So you don't want to miss out on this shine, man. Make sure y'all go get y'all a bottle of this.
All natural ingredients.
Absolutely.
Yep. Where they can find it?
So you can find this at shinecareproducts.com. Let them know that we sent you. Use the code FMF20, get you a discount.
Got to.
I'm gonna make the best of it. And so I went back this morning. I was checking out some of his videos, and I was talking about on AMP. I'm on AMP and all that stuff. I was talking about him on AMP and giving him a shout out, telling the same story I'm telling y'all. And while while the music and everything was playing, I looked on his page, found out 2 days ago he passed away. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 days ago he passed away. And I went back, and when he was in hospice, they started taking him off the medication, and just hearing them talk about his mom holding him, and he tell his mom, "Yo, mom, I'm about to die, and I'm scared." You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm in so much, but he was like, I'm in so much pain. It's like I'm ready to go. And for me, I can't help but put my life in perspective. And all these fellas know, and people that know me, like, I really don't be worried about much of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of just be in my own little world. I'll be like, yo, if I could change it, I'm gonna change it. If I can't, I'm not gonna worry about it. But even me, man, I get caught up in the money, not making the money I want to make. I get caught up in, oh, I don't have the time to do this, or I don't have the time to do that, and things like that. I get caught up just like everybody else. But when I seen that video, man, I couldn't do nothing but be like, yo, Paul, like, shut the fuck up. Excuse my language, but like, yo, Paul, shut the fuck up, yo. Like, you're able-bodied. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you don't not making the money, get your ass up and go out there and make the goddamn money. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got the time, look at what you spending your time on and readjust it. It's people out here that's running 7, 8, 9 businesses, and they got the same 24 hours we all got. And so it's about making those adjustments, man. And I wanted to share that story with everybody out there, man, because I just recently it hit really close to home to me because I lost my grandfather a couple months ago, and it was the same thing. He come to find out he got pancreatic cancer. They say he got about a month to 3 left. Passed away after about a month and a half. You know what I'm saying? So man, take advantage of the time you got, man. Like, don't fuck what everybody else saying. Yo, you figure out, get your tribe, get people that help support you, that help uplift you, that's gonna motivate you, and you focus on what you want to accomplish, man. Like, we don't got time to keep wasting. I was thinking about, and I'm sorry, y'all, I'm ranting a little bit, but like, this definitely, it hit home to me. Hit this video. Yo, I was looking at it. My grandma passed away when she was like 65 years old. I'm 33. If I pass away around that same time, I'm about halfway through my life. If I get lucky enough to have that time, like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this next half of my life? Like, what am I gonna do? Am I just gonna keep continuing? Which, I've had a great life, and I'm proud of what I accomplished, but I'm not satisfied. I'm not complacent. I'm gonna keep pushing. But are you just gonna keep pedaling along, or are you gonna turn it up and leave a mark on the world, or do whatever you want to do? That's my message to y'all, man. That one definitely struck home to me, man. That's a great video, Keith.
Our condolences to your grandfather.
Yeah, thank you.
So the question is, how do you unplug? How do you unplug, fellas? What is something that y'all do? How do y'all know y'all need to unplug? What be happening? G, I want to hear your side. Like, what was you say you've been doing it for about a year and a half now. You realize, I mean, you backed all the way from social media. That was a shock to me because you're the most consistent one. And as we just spoke, you're the most consistent, especially in the technological area. So for that to have happened, like, all of a sudden, it was all of a sudden to everybody else, but to you, it was a build up. What was going on, and why did you decide to back away? How do you unplug?
Man, I'm trying to figure out. That's a great question because I don't want to drag off too long, and I don't want to put too much of my personal business, and I don't want to give y'all a whole, audible book that's 3 hours. But I'll go to the good part. I mean, I unplugged personally. I learned not to. It's a mixture of it. I don't know if I call it unplugging, but I learned how to trying to go the right path, what I think is right, that I'm supposed to do. Because certain things won't going right in the world where, hold on one second, y'all. Hey, Keys, go real quick, okay?
All right, for sure. I want to answer this by saying, to be honest, quote unquote unplugging is something that I'm working on because I'm always thinking about what's next. I'm always thinking about how I'm gonna get. Y'all know me, I'm a money man. How I'm gonna get my next dollar. chasing riches. But really, the only time I feel like I actually unplug is when I have to put my phone in airplane mode because I'm
Mm.
up in the sky. That's when I feel like I'm unplugging because I'm far away from home, in unfamiliar territory. I don't know where I'm at. If I don't have GPS, I'm lost. But you know, just being somewhere unfamiliar, being change of scenery, is
Hmm.
how I unplug. That's pretty much all I got right now. I mean, it's kind of sad, you know. I mean, I go to the gym and everything. I try to be active. I play basketball, you know, but most of my day is just working home. And then when I'm at home, I'm thinking about how can I not be at work, make money for not being at work. So, but
I don't think it's sad.
hmm,
I don't think it's sad. You say it's kind of sad. I don't think it's sad.
yeah, I'm not sad or anything. I don't, it's just a wordplay I use, but
Yeah.
yeah. But when I have to put my phone in airplane mode, that's when I feel like I'm quote unquote unplugged.
I love that. I think it's a similar uh, connectivity when it comes to that because I do the same thing when I get on the boat when I go cruising. I deliberately don't pay for the Wi-Fi package so that I cannot be contacted. You know what I mean? Like, and I have to be in airplane mode. So getting away is pivotal to unplugging. Now you could do this. I want y'all to go because I can unload. Yeah, I know this is my area. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get excited, and obviously we need to have a lot more conversations like this because everybody had the same emphasis of like I don't want to take a long time, but that's because we got a lot to unplug, a lot to talk about. You know what I mean? So one of the things I emphasize, and I'll leave the link in the description, is using my 24-hour calendar. When I started businesses, when I was uh, doing real estate, and I still had the jobs, and I'm a husband, and it's like, yo, like you're doing so many things, it's easy to get lost. Even if those things were started off with great intentions, you still facing backlash. You're still facing actual, actual shit. Like life still life, and you know what I mean. Like it's going to happen. So you have to be able to schedule it. You know what I'm saying? Try to schedule your day as best as possible. When you get ahead of your time, then you're more productive instead of busy. When you get ahead of your time, you're more productive instead of busy. And that alone will put your mind at ease. Shout out to Free Session Sunday. It's been awesome this year. I spoke at Free Session Sunday, our last one, and I spoke about how important it is, one, to write things down, making a list. When you make a list, one thing, when you write things down, it takes it out of your mind. It's no longer a thought that's just corralling up here. You know what I'm saying? It's not just like you have so many thoughts that's just going in circle. Get some of those thoughts out your mind by writing them down, right? Take that mental pressure off of you. That's a getaway right there. Write it out, record to yourself, get it out, talk to yourself, get a mindset coach like myself, get a coach, a mentor, somebody that you could talk to, go to therapy. Like I know these things seem like uh trendy stuff to talk about nowadays, but it's not. It's actually detrimental to your mental health because if you keep on bottling things up, you're likely to implode. It's going to just keep on piling up. And that's where you see the instances where somebody will lash out over the smallest of things that ain't even nothing. And it's like, well, you was a ticking time bomb. You know what I mean? You don't want to be like that. You don't need to be on edge. That's more of, and we're gonna talk about that when it comes to black people and our health. The number one killer is stress. No matter what it is, stress causes the disease. Stress causes the unhealthiness. Stress causes the clogged artery. Stress causes the body to defunct, and like you're not functioning properly because of the stress that you're under, and it's unhealthy stress. I know that there's pressure make diamonds. All right, cool, but They burst way more pipes than diamonds out here. All right. So, uh, definitely, yeah, I know, definitely.
Yeah, I saw Keith over there in the corner. Yeah.
I try to hold it down. My bad.
So it's definitely detrimental to your health, man. Uh, Unplugging is essential.
Yo, what's up, FMF Mob? What's good, yo? Hey, I want to thank y'all for all the subscribers that we got. We clicked over 100 subscribers, but we looking, man, we need more support. So y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button at the bottom. Make sure you like the videos and keep showing us support. Y'all take care.
So what I'm going to put out there is I want to ask this: when do you know that you need to unplug?
Hey, real quick, I want to I know G was talking a second ago. I wanted to see if G had anything else you wanted to talk about as far as the question, G.
Oh yeah, no, y'all saying some good stuff. Like I said, the reason why I had got away because I know I needed to live my life a certain way, and I ran from it from a long time, and I knew it was a problem because I had a whole lot of motion and I was moving fast, but I wasn't going anywhere.
Mm.
And
First,
yeah, I'm just going real fast in a circle. It's just, and I was trying to figure out why. And even with with the opportunity even being on this podcast, it pushed me even more because I think that I'm always pushed to say something and to speak somewhere on what I've been through and what I'm supposed to do. But what I wanted to talk about, not that I didn't have a platform, it's just that I didn't want to do it because I was trying to run away from it because man, I'm being hard headed. I think most things I needed to do was I was being hard headed. So when it came to unplugging, I knew that I didn't want to unplug. I didn't want to unplug all the way because I needed to understand what was going on in the world, but I didn't want to be of the world. So I knew that if I wanted to go to the next step, whether it would be progressing in the world or being with the wife in one day and stuff like that, all that Instagram and all that stuff. For my way of seeing it, from what I was seeing, it's just a bunch of porn on there. And it's just what I see on it. It was nothing on there that was giving me value on most of the social media. So I knew that I can at least stay on YouTube, and I can control what I see on YouTube because with the subscriptions and stuff like that. And I can be able to give long form to what my message is and what I think is the number one thing that can center your mindset, the way your body is moving on, how you're gonna progress in life is health. And I think that's what my passion was. So that's why I divot on that part. But when he was saying as far as battling that year and a half of what you're gonna do in life, it's what I've been feeling every time I wanted to like do something right as far as like with eating, or I wanted to really speak out on how I think that we need to be better the community, like how I think that we need to be married more before we have kids, or whether it's we shouldn't celebrate certain type of holidays because I think that God would want us to do certain ways. Well, I was leaning towards God like the way he was. All the other stuff didn't carry no more. So I didn't want to, act like I was like this uppity person, but I wanted to be able to at least speak on what I think is right. And the more that I went right, the more other people went left, and my circle got smaller. And people didn't want to be around me more, even though I didn't even say it or how I would move, or if I would say something that was right that I know was right, it would itch somebody else where they had to try to hurt me or try to curse or try not to be around me or do whatever. So once I did that, it automatically unplugged me from people without me even doing anything. And the more that I seen that I think I was doing something right and I was plugging away, God just kept on giving me more. He said, I will put you to do this, and I'm going to push you to do this, and I'm going to get you this money right here, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to teach you this new skill, and I'm going to do this. I've seen more greatness in the year and a half as I've been plugging away and getting away from things. I've lost more people, but I've gained more assets in his acceptance. So I understood exactly what he was talking about. It's like that fight, like I want to be out there. I want to be out there with the Johnson. I want to be able to do this and do that. And it feel good. It's wonderful, but it's just something like itching inside you. Like, bro, you ain't supposed to do that, bro. I mean, you ain't supposed to do that. And then that scripture came up in there. in the Bible. I don't know the scripture of it. The Bible. Some people, I'm not real. I know the word, but I'm not really. I don't study the Bible. But just one that really came out to me when he talked about certain type of things as far as sin. It's not that sin is bad when you don't when you like do it when you don't know it, but if you know what's a sin and you still do it, then it's a problem. So if I know what something is I'm not supposed to do it and I still do it, then there's something wrong. But if you don't know it, then maybe he'll give you some kind of guidance with it and be like, all right, I'll give you some kind of limit because you didn't know. But if you do know you're supposed to do something, then I don't want to do it. So now that I know certain things I ain't supposed to do, I just unplug from it and just push away from it. So I think this is a good platform for me to stay on. So that's why I usually stay on here so I can be able to give my views on certain things.
We appreciate it, and the people definitely need it. People definitely need it.
Like, I'm not the most religious person either, but when G bring God into the conversation, I'll be feeling in my soul like I'm in the pulpit like that. I enjoy something.
Hey, G might found his calling, yo. You might found your new calling.
Brother G.
Brother G. You need the glasses.
You got to put the glasses on, bro.
Put the glasses
on.
Like to bring back the glasses, making his contacts out. Brother G.
Yeah, Brother G. Yeah. Oh, that's your new nickname now, too. Brother G.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Trey, what was the question you had, Trey?
How do you know that you need to unplug?
I'll say, for me, it's easy for me to unplug. And I feel like sometimes I have to plug in more.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get a little too detached. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You could just be in your own world a little too much sometimes, and everything just kind of passing you by. And I've been in that position. But for me, how do I know when it's time for me to detach? It's a feeling like G was talking about, like God and the spirit and stuff like that. Your spirit lets you know when you like, yo, something not right. It's something that's off. And for me, anytime I feel off, not myself, is automatic detachment. And what detachment means for me is cutting people off. Like I'm a little bit slower to respond to text message, a little bit slower to pick up calls or to call people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's to get into what am I feeling? And for me, we say like, when do you know you got to detach? Your spirit will guide you to it, and how I deal with detachment is, man, I talk with myself, I talk with God. Like,
yes,
the answers is within us on what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, the higher power, whatever you believe in, the answers is within us. He gave us everything we need to be successful or to live the happiest lifestyle we can. We just gotta listen, and sometimes we gotta be real with ourselves sometimes. And another way I detach is like, yo, coming to the realization about how good everything is or how bad something is too. If sometimes you just get caught up in a fog where you just in robot mode and you just in autopilot and you're not really looking at what's going on around you. And I think to really detach, you got to take a step back and be like, yo, what's going on with me? Like, why am I feeling this way? And detachment don't always got to be like because of a bad reason. Sometimes you got a lot of good stuff and everybody just coming at you and you need to be like, hold on, nah, man, I'm in a zone right now. I do not need to get out this zone. I got to detach for a little bit because I got too much good stuff going on right now to get distracted. So, for me, how do I know, man? I listen to myself, yo. Like, God will let me know. He'll give me some type of sign or something where I'll be like, yo, all right, hold on. I'm not where I need to be at. I'm not thinking as clearly or moving as efficiently as possible. Let me get away from everybody and get some time to myself. I walk around, I work out, and this might sound crazy, but I think Gia understand this. Another way I detach, I work myself. I'll do a workout like halfway to death. You know what I'm saying? Like I will work myself halfway to death where like I can't move or nothing. And it's something so peaceful being in that zone of pure pain and just sitting there and being like, yo, all right, what the fuck going on? It's like your brain can think clearly. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll run, I'll walk. The other day I walked 10 miles, you know what I'm saying, at night. Just to clear my brain. I know it's crazy.
Feet was hurting. Nigga feet was hurting.
I just walked a mile because it's like, man, I need some guidance. I need guidance right now. Like, and I got to get connected right to him. I gotta get connected right to him and and get in alignment. And you know what? I got the answers I needed from it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? By the end of that 10 miles and that 3 hours I was walking, I got the answer I was looking for. And I'm so happy I did it. And so I know that might be a little different
Wordy.
for some people, but for me, man, it's something about being in pain. That's where you can really find your true self at and figure out what
Mm.
you really want and what are you trying to accomplish there. And you can find peace in the middle of that pain.
That's interesting. I hear a lot of guys like harbor on that. I'm not familiar with the terminology, but I'm familiar with don't get so caught on the word and that you miss the word.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand exactly what you mean. And,
Or hey, hold on, I can phrase it another way. Slow your ass down.
yes,
Stop running. You know what I'm saying? Like with that workout, and when I'm exhausted and you just laying there, you
you
can't
have
move
no
for real. You
choice.
know
You
what I'm
don't have
saying?
no
You can't go
choice.
nowhere. So all you there is with your thoughts a lot of times. When I was going on that walk, I didn't have my
Mm.
phone on. I didn't listen to no music the whole 3 hours I walked.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just talking with him, talking to myself, figuring shit out. You know what I'm saying? And I got the answers that I was looking for. So maybe a better way, however you decide to do it, slow down or just
Mm.
stop and just
That
get connected again. Plug in with your source.
that's where I got the 24-hour calendar from. My coach was like, and he wrote a book about this. He said sometimes you have to slow down to speed up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just trying to do so much. Of course, when he first introduced that concept to me, I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, you need to speed up to speed up. I'm like, nah, you need to slow down, get grounded, connect with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'll be able to flow to the direction that you're supposed to be flowing instead of trying to do all things. Like, I'm not an octopus. I don't have 8 arms. I can't keep going and trying to do so much. Like, I'm capable of doing anything I put my mind to. If you know how to learn, then you can do anything. Promise you. If you learn sales, then you can make money doing selling anything. It ain't like those are truly simple concepts that we make more complex. So learning those types of things, I was able to get more grounded in myself and seeing like my true power. That's something that I was doing as well. How do I unplug? One, I'm gonna connect the physical with the mental. Anytime somebody comes to me and say that they want to work on their mind, that's one of the questions that I have for them is what are they doing for their body? Because if you can work everything that you want to achieve with improving your mind can be achieved through improving your body. You know what I'm saying? It's a physical manifestation. So when you work out, your body is literally like pumped up and functioning at a higher level. The blood is flowing. You're getting more oxygen through your body. It's all positive and it's all feeding the brain. Now you have less of a stress hormone. You literally could work out the stress hormone. Like literally do a go hard in the gym and you get a good workout, you're literally getting rid of stress. Like I want to like that. We need to capitalize that. That is literally something that people. I'm so stressed. Do a workout. Like I'm so angry. Guys be angry. Do 100 push-ups. Do you still want to respond the way that you wanted to? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like you can get a lot of this is energy, adrenaline. You could get a lot of that out by doing the workout, and it does trigger the mental. It does trigger the mind to start thinking more and more vast. And what else? You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
we usually, when you know you need to unplug, is when you start questioning, when you start doubting, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why does this keep happening? Why does people come to me for this? Or why do I keep getting this type of reaction? Or what the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying? That's usually when when you start asking yourself these types of questions, like what going on, like for real. That's when you're starting to take control. That's when you notice, okay, I need to unplug. That's the spark of it. And once you can acknowledge that, then you can do some of the things that we said, or find something that aligns with you. I'm gonna drop this gem right here. Men's self-care looks different than women's self-care, but you still got to take care of yourself. So you can go for a midnight jog. You can go for a quiet car ride. Man, I love that. You know what I'm saying? That really get my mind, like, let the windows down. I really just let my, it's like I'm letting my thoughts go. It blows, like the wind is blowing my thoughts out. Like I get the thought out and it's gone. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. You can watch football for 6 hours on a Sunday.
Yeah.
You
Amen.
can you can play 2K for 2-3 hours. You know what I'm saying, without the headset, just you. So this like decompressing. Like these are things that you can do to actually unplug, and don't minimize how important these things are. I know society will tell you that, oh, you playing the game, that ain't for you. Oh, you watching TV, don't do that, as bad. Oh, you doing, everything. Somebody could say something negative about any and everything, man. We got Jesus, you got atheists. Like somebody could say something negative about everything. You feel me? What works for you, stick with it. Like if this brings you peace, then use that to unplug. You feel me? And also get used to being with yourself, away from a screen, and quiet. This is why this society doesn't have any patience. We don't have any respect. It's all goes in, like if you don't have patience, then more likely you're going to be reactive. Being reactive, you're making assumptions. You don't even know what somebody done said or was trying to say, but you're just reacting to it. And now respect gets crossed, and it's a ripple effect. All of that is because you can't sit still. You can't slow down. You can't be without a screen. You don't know what to do with yourself. You can't be with yourself. You're afraid of what thoughts you might think, and you have to acknowledge them. You know what I'm saying? Be Start small and just give yourself 20 minutes a day where it's nothing going on. No music, no screens, no games, no phones. Just give yourself 20 minutes to sit there, breathe, think, and just be with yourself. And I promise you, you're gonna start loving it. That 20 minutes gonna turn into an hour or more, and you'll realize how much more valuable you are, and how much more valuable you are to yourself. And once you can see your value and how you value yourself, others can only people can only value you as much as you value yourself. You understand? So thank you, Keith, for bringing this topic up. We definitely got to have more discussions in this realm, because it's definitely needed. I got so much more I want to say, but we got to get to the next topic. So I'm gonna cut it off right there. Anybody else got anything else?
No, I mean we gotta go to the next topic. Y'all spend some time, so I ain't get to answer the question. So
No,
it's all
answer,
good
bro.
though. Real quick. First I want to say what Trey just said about 20 minutes with yourself. And I be hearing G in my head when I hear certain things. They don't mean playing with yourself. Don't start playing with yourself. That's not the same.
Yeah, man.
Get your feet out the air, man.
Y'all some wild people if y'all play with yourselves for 20 minutes.
Look in the mirror before.
That's some wild stuff right there. Playing with yourself for 20 minutes?
Hey,
Is that
Great
a
day.
look in the mirror before you think about doing it.
Yeah.
Look in the mirror before you think about doing it. And then,
Hey, look. When I did, hey, get right to the point. 5 minutes, we done.
Yeah.
We won't do that no more, though.
Secondly, I'm gonna say two things to what Paul said. First thing about Paul, right? Y'all know there's a popular show. The people out there might know about it. It's called Better Call Saul. That you can say that for Paul. You better call Paul because he ain't answering no text messages no time soon. But to your point, Paul, about what you said about working your body to the point where you just can't go no more. I don't see that as a negative so much because
Absolutely.
if you work your body to the point you can't go no more, there's no room for anything else other than healing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, that's a bar. Y'all get that.
Yeah, that's dope.
But
That's dope, right
but I
there.
want to say the I know I need to unplug is when I'm silent for a long period of time. And I've learned this about myself in recent years that me being silent is a coping mechanism um,
Mm,
from trauma back in my past. Um,
mm.
and it's also like if I'm left in my thoughts, I have like that Michael Jordan tick. Like Michael Jordan said he used to create scenarios in his mind to
Mhm.
competition
Yeah.
to where
Yeah.
he would bring that to the game and he'd just be mad and it would fuel him. Except for I'm not Michael Jordan and I'm not playing basketball. Sometimes I'll do that in life and it'll be towards the people who love me and I just start believing shit.
Yeah.
And then when I talk to him, it's like, oh damn, it was all love. It
Hmm.
won't even all that. Even like I'll talk to Trey. Like I'll talk to Trey and Trey like, what's going on? What's you got any questions or anything? And now I'll start, yo, I got this problem, and then he'll let me ramble on, and then I'll answer the question myself, like after
All
a
the
paragraph
time.
just talking, and I just need to. I'm practicing it on here. I'm practicing just learning to talk to people about anything. Not when I have problems or when I'm going through things because I don't want to be a Debbie Downer
Hmm.
and just being the negative all the time. I just want to be able to talk as long as Trey could on this topic. Paul is great at it too. And when you get G going, he ain't gonna stop either. So
Right.
that's something I'm learning from y'all and something I'm working on. Just talking, man. Just talking.
Yeah. And man,
Amazing.
and G getting the next video and the next topic up because we gotta keep it moving. But yo, Keith just brought up a good point, man. We got Trey, man. He our mindset coach
But
of listening and letting you formulate. You come up, like we said, the answer is within ourselves. Nobody know
Every
us better
time.
than ourselves.
No
You
better
know what
than
I'm
you, better
saying?
than you.
So sometimes you just need the right people to ask the right questions to get to the answer that you're looking for. So shout out to Trey, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit him up if y'all need mindset coaching, man. He dope with that, man. So y'all make sure y'all look out for him on that.
Thank you, sir. Subscribe to Always Improving the Mind on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.